Fight fam, what it do? We got another fight prediction video for you all. We got Jack Catterall versus Ekow Essuman. This fight is going to be a banger. This is happening on November the 15th in London, England. And this is pretty much a 50-50 fight. Now, this fight will be happening at 147 pounds. So recently, Jack Catterall moved up to 147. He fought Harlem Eubank. He won that fight. That fight did get stopped early due to an accidental headbutt. So that's one thing I want to mention right off the back with this fight. You have an orthodox fighter in Essuman versus a southpaw fighter in Jack Catterall. Both guys do like to come forward. Both guys are aggressive. So if you are looking at the total rounds for this fight, I would say be careful because I do think this fight should go the distance, but I would not be surprised if there were a couple of head clashes in this fight. When both of these guys fought Josh Taylor, there were multiple headbutts within the fight, and Josh Taylor's a southpaw, so him and Ekow Essuman had it was at least three headbutts. And even when Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor fought, and they're both southpaws, they even had a couple of headbutts. And I just think it's due to the aggressive nature that these guys are fighting. So I just want to put that out there right off the bat. All right, so now let's look at these fighters' records and their stats, and then let's compare the two different styles. So Jack Catterall is 31-2, fighting out of England. Now, he did train with Bozy Ennis for this fight. So he was training at Boots Gym. So he's out in Philly training. So that means he is with some real savages out there, some real dogs. If you don't know about Philly, Philly has some of the toughest guys. So I know he's getting top-notch work, which is what he is going to need for this fight. He is 32 years old. As I mentioned earlier, this fight will be at 147 pounds. He is 5 feet 7 inches with a 69-inch reach. Then Ekow Essuman, he is 22-1. He's 36 years old, so he's getting up there in age, but his last fight that he had against Josh Taylor, he still looked fresh and he still looks to be on point. He also fights at 147 pounds. He's been there longer. Jack Catterall recently moved up. So I will say that Essuman is definitely more comfortable at this weight. He is 5 feet 10 inches and his reach is 65.9 inches. So although Essuman is 3 inches taller, Catterall does have a 3-inch reach advantage. Now Jack Catterall, he's southpaw as I mentioned earlier. He's going to use that lead hand to kind of paw with it, kind of measure the distance. Has a very nice jab, likes to double, triple it up. Very quick with the jab. And he likes to throw that left hand, especially the overhand. But he can switch it up and throw to the body as well. In this fight in particular, I think it will be important for him to throw to the body early because Ekow Essuman does have a great gas tank. And I think it's going to play dividends in the later rounds, assuming the fight gets there, if Jack Catterall invests to the body. Now, Jack Catterall, although he does do a good job of measuring distance, he does keep that lead hand down so he can get caught with shots, especially if a guy explodes in and throws combinations. But Jack Catterall does like to kind of turn his shoulder and dip it into his opponent to then create that distance. Now, Ekow Essuman, he's a good technical fighter. His defense is okay. He does get hit, but what really sets him apart from a lot of people is his cardio. He's able to carry his power from the first round to the end of the fight. He's able to throw in combinations. He does an excellent job of working head and working body. And he also likes to throw the overhand. For him, it's the overhand right. But I would say his constant pressure and the tenacity in which he comes forward and throws punches is what gives guys a lot of problems. Now, in my opinion, I think Jack Catterall definitely has the better resume. He's fought on bigger stages. Not too long ago, he did lose to Arnold Barboza. That was a close fight. He lost a split decision. I personally thought he won the fight, but I can see how the fight went the other way. In this fight, he's going to have to win convincingly. So I think the early rounds, Jack Catterall will do well. But I think in the middle and later rounds of the fight, he's going to have to really be in tip top shape in order to win those rounds as well, because Ekow Essuman is going to be consistent throughout the entire fight. So I think this is where the training with Bozianis should kick in, because it's going to help him with that toughness, because I imagine that he's getting all type of sparring. Boots just fought not too long ago. Stephen Fulton's getting ready for a fight. So I know he's in camp with other guys that just got done fighting or are in fight camp as well. So I imagine he's going to be extremely sharp. Another thing that I like about Jack Catterall is his attitude, his mentality in there. He's coming in there with a mentality of, I'm going to take this fight, I'm going to get this victory. So I think this is a good look for him at 147. Good test. Now, Ekow Essuman, he does a lot of things well. And like I said earlier, he does tend to get hit a lot, especially when you throw combinations, or when he backs out from throwing combinations. Sometimes he keeps that chin up a little too high and he can get caught like that. Now, I think this is a 50-50 fight. We have Jack Catterall as a slight favorite for this fight. Right now, the betting odds have it minus 240 for Jack Catterall. I'm looking at the odds on Tapology. And for Ekow Essuman, it's plus 180. So my pick for this fight, I like Jack Catterall, but I would not put a significant amount on him, just because I think this fight can go either way. It's going to depend on how Jack Catterall looks in the later rounds. So for example, when he fought Josh Taylor, I thought he was good from start to finish with that fight. When he fought Arnold Barboza Jr., I feel like Jack Catterall slowed down in the later rounds of the fight, and his activity level decreased in that fight. Now, I don't know what we're going to see from him for this fight, but I imagine that he knows what he's up against in Ekow Essuman, and he knows he has to continue to press on the gas. Now, Jack Catterall, even though he might slow down, he does still show the ability to throw combinations late in the fight when a guy thinks he has them, and he does still look to invest in the body later in the fight. So there may be times where it's looking like Jack Catterall is going to slow down, and he will begin to let go of 3 or 4 punch combinations, but it's usually if a guy is pressing him. He needs to be the aggressor in this fight, and he needs to initiate that, because we don't know what judges are going to be looking at. So I don't want to see Jack Catterall fighting off the back foot a lot in this fight. Now he can fight going backwards. He, throws that jab while he's going back. But in this fight, I think he should try to establish the center of the ring for this particular fight. So that's my breakdown for this video. Shout out to Mankey Crazy for the request. Let me know what you all think of this fight. Who are you picking in this fight? Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, become a member of the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.